we're going to. So let's all. I think it's time we can fill in the. We can tell the story that I, as I've mentioned once or twice already this year, turned 50 recently, and I have never taken part in any tequila slammer. We don't know whether you take part in a tequila slammer. Do you engage in a tequila slammer? I have never. So Neil, over to Neil.
What?
What's your experience on tequila slammers?
Yes, but no memory of it, so I'm sorry, can't.
And Steph?
Yes, but I'm not going to tell you what happened.
So this is, we don't know what's going to happen, but it's still talk. We do a lot of whiskey. We even tried our very best to put on a hat and have a Tequila Cask Deanston tonight, which mixed reviews, very interesting whiskey. You definitely want one for your cupboard when your friends come round, don the hat and experience Tequila Cask Deanston. Unique, shall we say?
I'm just going to work my way through that.
Yeah, Neil will persevere, and he's well. To be honest, the first one was a shock. The second one was starting to become a little pleasant, and we hope that it's going to help us on our way to this tequila slammer. Now, I've even forgot the order. So, well, the first order is we're going to pour a shot of tequila, right? Now, do we know anything about the tequila? Oh, it's got a funny cap. Right. That's that. Here's where we're all going to say. Oh! It's got a valve. I'll hit a big one. Right. I'll have a bite. Right, so
Right.
I don't know. I have no idea. So salt.
Salt in your hand.
Salt on your hand. Right, so
Salt there.
move it away from your. Right. It's just a salt. How much?
Yep. So,
Salt?
Well,
I do remember
Yeah,
this.
it's no a fish supper, Neil. Right, we've got salt.
Oh,
Wait, you've got to lick, drink, and bite.
yes.
Right, so here, right, wait a minute. So this is Still Talk. Do we need to put a date in? Just in case something goes wrong? This is Still
What?
Talk's first Tequila Slammers salt, tequila, lime.
When you're done, you
You turn it and that's a slam.
that's a slam, tequila slam.
Right, so unless you fell off the
Oh,
chair,
right.
we want to hear slam, 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 right?
Okay.
So here we go, we're going to go 1, 2, 3.
Was it right?
The lime was actually the worst bit.
No, the lime actually helped. Have you had the lime?
I've had the lime, but the lime's the worst bit. That actually has no taste. So I didn't take all of mine. I just went for half. But the lime's the worst bit.
No, I tend to take lime because that tastes so bad.
You didn't slam yours.
You know the
So are you sure we don't do salt, lime,
No.
then slam?
No, definitely not.
Salt,
Salt, tequila.
lime, slam.
Right, so try and well,
Oh.
how was it for you, Neil?
I don't know.
We're having another one. Well, go on then.
Olive oil.
It tastes like olive
Did you-
oil.
Right, well, this time-
Right, it does actually. Have you read that bottle?
Tell you what, this time,
Well, we'll have a little taste of the
just a
tequila.
wee taste.
Right,
Actually,
let's have a little.
What is the...
What does it smell like?
Oh, that's bad. It doesn't smell it. It actually has got an olive oil taste.
It pours like olive oil.
You know, it's not olive oil. It's crisp and dry.
Oh, we're doing it that way, are we?
But I think I'm going to have less lime this time. Right? If you need maybe a bit more salt. Are we okay with the salt? Do we think that's the right salt? Right,
No,
so
that's
glasses
not
down. So it's salt.
So are we racing this time?
No, it's well maybe. if you have thrown down the gauntlet.
Well, I think
So it's salt, slam,
yeah.
lime.
No, it's no. It's salt,
Salt,
down it,
down it,
lime,
slam, then
slam.
then you got to pick it back up again.
Yeah. That's because you've got to slam it at the end.
No, it's salt, lick slammed in the lime is your recovery.
Is it?
I don't know.
As you're doing that, you're slamming the glass, okay? Right,
Let's
just
do
right.
it.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1, go. Right.
Well, that's enough of that then.
So why did people do that?
I don't know.
The lime's horrible.
I quite like a lime, but
I think the salt's actually the best bit.
yep. So we'll just need to drop back on that.
So what's our thoughts on
On tequila.
tequila? Well, there's another tequila, so we should at least try the, maybe not the slammer, but we should at least see if that actually is. That's terrible, Neil.
Well, what you'll probably find is
What's the story?
folk will be telling us that Jose Cabrera is the
The good news is we've got a litre of it.
is the
Straight.
it's used to your bells of
Yeah, so it's your sort of, it's your maybe your. Because I did actually watch a very interesting YouTube video on, because I didn't know what tequila was. So I did watch a very interesting little video on the passion that actually goes into proper tequila. And I think what Neil's trying to say is that maybe we don't have that actual tequila.
no, I mean this hasn't been aged as far as I know.
Well, it's been in your cupboard for 30 years.
Well, that's true, but it's not been cask aged.
It's not been cast aged.
So it's not been cask aged into the cask. This has been made.
So that's just made, bottled.
Yes.
And aged in his MFI unit. That's as close
See,
as it's
what's
came
that?
to a barrel.
Because that's the one that you buy in every supermarket has that.
Right, we're going to do the experience. Are we going to taste it first, or are we going to go
Yeah,
for
a wee
it?
bit.
Oh,
Oh no, that one's better. That's
one's-
much nicer.
perfume.
That's got a
It's a
chewing gum.
wax.
Chewing gummy, yeah, spearmint. Yeah, spearmint. Flavour.
Yeah, no, it has that freshness to it.
I think we need to do
But I don't think anybody actually savours tequila, do they?
Yeah.
Unless it's
Aye.
right. Well, you're gonna go for the here.
But they all look like we're not enjoying ourselves with this tequila.
Right, well, here we go. A wee bit of that.
That's the
Oh, we've got-
Right,
so, you want more of the good stuff?
yeah.
Give me more of the good stuff. No, that'll do.
there we are. Right, get your lemon ready.
Go on,
We should
now,
go with
lemon.
lime.
That could be
The
a
lime,
lime's-
sorry, yeah,
no,
lime.
it's lime. We should go with
You don't
lime.
need a lot of lime, right then.
No,
So
lime's good.
for the
No, I need a refresh.
the last stuff.
Lime.
You must be going to town on that lime, boy.
Oh, I needed it. It was like,
You
I
want
had
as
to get
well?
rid of that.
No, I'm okay with the lime.
Actually,
Right, so 1, 3.
hang on.
Oh, we're going to go for a proper one.
That's not cool.
Alright, let's go. I agree. So, Neil and I don't think Steph will be quite so. I'll fill the bugger up, Neil.
I'm not filming.
Oh, Jesus!
Now that is, if you were in a Mexican bar and you asked for a tequila
I think we're going to need
sour,
some more salt.
that is what you would have thought. So fill it to the
I think
top.
you're going to need some more salt.
That's more than one gulp.
So, Neil and I, we're going to finish off this little evening with, please remember, drink responsibly. And Neil and I are going to have one last go.
that's
And I
serious.
think, when I say one last go, I think this could be Neil and I's last tequila slammer
Ever.
ever.
It's
So-
almost got that kind of Parma Violet,
That's okay.
pinky,
It looks-
pinky
looks
colour.
Yeah, it had a pair of
Listen,
listen.
or maybe that's the meds smell.
Has a pair of listen.
Before you do, tap,
Right.
flick, down, right. Okay? Ready,
So,
3, 2,
one.
1. Oh,
Wow.
That was better, but
it's a lime.
No, I definitely need the lime after that, but
That's really nice.
that's alright, is it?
That
I'm not
tastes
sure the
nice.
lime goes
The lime
with the
doesn't
tequila.
go with it.
Oh, I think it
I think the lime's why I have the story from the last time.
Wow. That's...
What do you make of that?
Of what?
Tequila slammers. What do you mean? What? Is there something else caught your attention?
So to be fair, you're going to have to try a tequila that's been in a cask to understand the Deanston
Yes.
tequila cask. Because they're not the same flavours.
Can
No,
I-
it wouldn't be, because that's...
Can I go-
brilliant.
Can I go and get the Johnny Walker?
I'll get the Johnny Walker.
I think the Johnny Walker is it's like the first aid kit. See when you tequila slammers at the end of the evening, you open up the first aid kit and there's a bottle of Johnny Walker.
Is that right?
I think Steph could be right though. I think if we now maybe went back to a Deanston tequila cask, but it really raises the question. Now I understand that there are different levels of tequila, but why would anyone think that a tequila cask would improve whiskey?
Well, it's an experiment,
It is an experiment.
and mugs buy them. Buy their
So as I was saying, it is a very cool thing to have in your cabinet as a, here, come and try this.
Do you know it's a talking point? Because everyone will talk about who done tequila slammers.
Oh,
And then the tequila will come out and the whiskey goes back in the cupboard.
I have now done 3 tequila slammers in 50 years. And if I live for another 50 years, I shall do 3 tequila
Someone
slammers.
using a wee sticker on your bottle. Where did you buy your bottle from? I know the sticker.
I recognise that sticker as well.
Where did they bought? What? Oh well, came in their mail call.
It did come
I
in.
don't know. It got delivered all the way from Woodwinners.
Which is?
Woodwinter's being?
Woodwinners being shop.
Shop. A very exciting shop.
A shop in Burridge of Allen. And you wanted to try this as an
Oh yes,
aftertaste.
yes. I shall participate in anything. Right now, I would lick the floor to get rid of that flavour.
Well, this maybe doesn't work.
Oof.
Well, there is one good thing from that. It didn't end up on the floor.
Well, there's time. I don't think it was. I've only witnessed tequila slammers from afar at parties, in movies and in films, and I think they make a big fuss about something that's actually not difficult.
Yeah.
I think the lime is actually, for me, the lime is the worst bit.
It's keeping it down.
No,
I reckon I could keep down about half dozen.
I think it's.
That's not a challenge, by the way. I've done it in
Seen a challenge.
Neil.
What is it Billy says? Competition.
Well, until Billy's here. If Billy is willing to participate in the half dozen tequila slammers, then that's a date.
Well, this is a challenge.
I think it's done something to my teeth.
No,
you
I think
feel-
you're fine.
Can you feel your teeth?
Well, mine are all false anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Do you ever remember that programme when you were a kid? Huckleberry Finn. That's who you remind me of. I feel like we're going down the Mississippi. Was it Huckleberry
How
Finn?
did you get that
What's
from?
the
The tales of Huckleberry Finn?
But they weren't wearing Mexican hats.
Well, they must have done, because I'm definitely getting these vibes. Or maybe it's the tequila, who knows. But anyway, we're going to go back and we're going to do a responsible and a review. Now that we know that tequila tastes.
Oh, that's quite smooth.
Can you taste it still?
Yeah, that's actually now Scotch.
That now tastes much better than
That just tastes like Scotch. I'm, now that my taste buds have been assaulted, that actually just that brings me back to Scotch. That tastes like Deanston.
But the Deanston always came through on it, which was quite nice.
So what we're saying,
That was a Deanston.
Oh, I never did that. So what about trying to name it?
It actually really is.
well, just put a little bit. I'd wait to you down a little bit because it is nice, but the finish isn't quite nice. You left a lot of lime.
You're back there.
You put a whole
Yeah.
I
one drop in it.
I thought it was cod and chips. Oh, that's lemon. Right.
Well,
What I'm thinking
I haven't changed anything.
is there.
It's the only difference between lime and lemon is the.
He's a wee weather of the night, aren't we?
Do you know what?
Couple of tequila slammers and off he goes. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
A wee splash of lime. So what I'm going to say, right? So Deanston here has taken fine Scotch whisky. Now Deanston, if you haven't tried Deanston, very nice drop, and I believe it's classed as a Highland whisky.
It's a 15-year-old.
Just up the road from Neil here. This is actually a very nice whisky. Now, they've actually put it in a tequila cask, thinking that the tequila will improve the whisky. But what's obvious to us is the whisky has improved the tequila. That's
Oh, so there's a
interesting bottle of whiskey.
Can we find a tequila that's been aged in a whiskey barrel?
Neil, I'm not sure right now you could find your fingers.
See, you know, I think that's a good idea.
It would be. What was the question
I think
again?
To find.
We have
That's
a
what you
whiskey.
do, right?
We have a whiskey aged in a tequila cask.
Yes.
What you're asking is there a tequila
Aged in a whiskey cask.
aged in a whiskey cask?
Oh, is that not what I said?
I think it could be one of those bourbon rules that if it's not in a virgin cask, it possibly won't be called tequila. It'll be a mongrel. So, I have an excellent remedy for this bottle of tequila.
Right.
So, earlier on, Neil and I had our little steam engine running on our beg.
No steaming engine.
Do you want to bring the steaming engine? And the engine was steaming along just like Neil. So to me, that bottle of tequila is the perfect. Is that in the shot there, Neil? There we go.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure that we could just run that bottle of tequila through that steam engine.
Well, to be fair, that bottle is the best thing we could do with it.
That is the best thing we do. You're right there, Neil. That's actually quite a nice whiskey. Now that we're acclimatised, now that we are officially south of the border.
Right, you things.
What I did in preparation for this tequila slammer night is I actually cleared the space under the table. So if you feel the need to sort of slide, just leave your hat behind and we'll be fine. If it looks like I'm getting shorter,
You're going.
it looks like we're
Right, so that was
awful.
I think we should do another tequila night. But I think what we should do is invest maybe in
More than £10.
slightly better tequila.
That
What do you guys think? What do you think? What do you think we should do? Is there any tequila connoisseurs out there
well,
that can
shall we go
point
to
us in the right direction?
Are we ready? At Still Talk, we believe that we are actually ready, possibly even needing some guests.
Alright.
So if anyone out there knows of a nice tequila slammer, if anyone out there knows of a nice way to
A nice
Tequila night.
a tequila,
A nice tequila drink, yes.
then
We don't need slam.
we'd like to hear from you, because I don't think we really. I think maybe we're too old. To be honest, even the cats aren't that comfortable.
Cats.
The hats, the cats. Why would the cat need to be comfortable? I'm awfully glad it's a Friday night.
Who's the cat? I told you before, don't take the tequila.
We'll
Go for the Johnny Walker.
go 3 cats now.
6.
On a serious note, I thought that the salt, the tequila, and the lime, I thought that the combination was supposed to do something. But maybe because we are too old. Well, we are too old. You're not too old. But it left me a bit flat.
Well, I think partly it's supposed to be, maybe it's supposed to be that you take the salt and you go, ah, and then you take tequila and you go, ah, and then you take lime and go, ah. So it's like a challenge. But we're like,
It could be
you
a
take the
bit.
salt and you go, that's quite nice. And then you take tequila and you go, oh, and then you take lime and you go, oh, well, I quite like lime, but
But we've basically spent our lives sort of,
We fished that
siphoning petrol and stuff. So
well, that's
once you get used to petrol and sort of EP90 and stuff, I mean,
well, after that tonight,
tequila's,
you can,
That was
after,
terrible.
After that tonight,
that really was terrible.
maybe try petrol the next time.
What is
Because
that,
that was
that,
just-
isn't it?
Yeah. Jose Cabrera.
So I'm going to write, Neil, pass the lighter. Pass the lighter, Neil. Let's find out if we'll
See if
fire
it
up. Well, the problem is